Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to a new day of reading. In front of you and on the screen in front of me, you can see our new super kid. This is a super kid who likes to watch TV. Maybe you like to watch TV or you have a favorite movie that you like to watch or a series you like to watch. Our super kid, his name is Icky. Say hi to Icky. Hi, Icky. His name is at the top of that circle in the orange letters. His name has 4 letters. He spells his name I-C-K-Y, and it's pronounced Icky. The I makes a I sound. So when we see the letter I in our work going into this book, we're going to say I for Icky. Can you think of anything that starts with I, like Icky's name? Insect is one word that I think of. An insect is the fancy word for a bug, an insect. And if you have a bug bite that you get in the summer especially, it makes you do this. You want to itch that bug bite. Those are so pestering. An itch. If you are in the snow and in the ice, you can build a special ice house that starts with the I sound as well. It's called an igloo. Say igloo. Igloo. Good. So itch, igloo, icky. There are a lot of different words that we're going to be talking about that start with the I sound. But I want to show you the letter I first. We have a capital I or an uppercase I, and we have a lowercase I. The lowercase I is like a 1, it pulls straight down and you've got a 1, and then it has a dot on top of it. And these letters are going to be made going from the strawberry line down to the chocolate line, or for a lowercase starting at that vanilla line and pulling down to the chocolate line. I want to review our letter sounds with you now, and then I'm going to have you listen to the Icky video to learn a little bit more about Icky and what he likes to watch on TV. Ready? Say this with me. We'll say it nice and slow. The letter I says I. One more time. The letter I says I. Now the rest of these are a review. The letter G says G. The letter D says D. The letter A says A. The letter S says S. The letter O says ah. The letter C says k. All right, let's listen to our Icky video and see what we can learn about our new super kid friend.
See me in this TV set. You like TV too, I bet. I am Icky, watch with me. Come and see what we can see. To change the show's an easy trick. Hold the paper when you hear this click. Ickity, click. All the shows are brought to you by my favorite letter, the letter I. Ickity, click. Itty bitty little small, it is hard to see at all. What is it, this tiny speck? An itty bitty small insect. Ickity, click. If you ever catch a chill, excuse me, you feel so ill. Into bed and take a nap, you'll feel better in a snap. Ickity, click.
So Icky likes to watch TV shows that only start with the I sound at the beginning of his name. In your packet, you received your new Super Kid book. So let's pull that out. We're going to look at the front cover because you are going to write your name at the front of this book or on the front of this book. You're going to be stretching your capital letters so that way they are touching the strawberry line at the top and they're going to go all the way down to the bottom and resting on that chocolate line. So I'm going to get my pencil out here and write my name at the top of this page. Or I should say at the bottom of this page, but the front of the book. And now I want you to look at the front of this book. The front of this book, you're going to see at the top and the bottom of this TV, there are some white dotted lines. Those are the cut lines. With some of our different activity pages, we've had to do some cutting. You are going to cut on this line. Be careful not to cut through any of the other pages behind you. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to make a TV with some of the other pages in our book. So you're going to write your name at the top and then you're only going to cut at the bottom and the top. You're not cutting on the sides. There are no dotted lines on this side. So don't cut that. What we are going to do is we are going to talk about some of the different TV shows that our friend Icky likes to watch. So I am going to pull open my page 1 here. You are going to look at your page 1 and 2 also. Now, on this page, you are going to see more cut lines. You are going to cut on this pink line all the way down to the bottom. And you're going to cut all the way down on this green line. And then you're going to cut on this one. You're going to have just a small little strip of white paper you can throw out when you're done cutting. What we want to do is we want to decide if the shows that are in each of these boxes would be a show that Icky would watch. Icky loves anything and everything that starts with his name, that I sound. Now, here is the letter I. That is something that if it goes on the TV or you see it as maybe something that is going to be sponsoring or kind of hosting this TV show, he would watch it because it has the letter I with his name on it. Look at this one. This has a little bug. Do you remember what the name of a small bug is that would start with the I sound? Insect. So would Icky watch a show about insects? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Insect. Thumbs up. He would watch a show about an insect. Oh, here's a picture of somebody who is feeling ill. Ill is another name for sick. It's kind of sad when people get sick. You can pray for them and maybe give them some medicine or take them to the doctor. Does the word ill start with the letter I? Yeah, ill. Maybe it's a show about somebody who is ill, but then they go to the doctor and the doctor gives them medicine and they feel better. Ill would be something that Icky could watch. Look over here in this box. Here you have a dog who is trying to get this scratch, but we're not going to say the word scratch. We're going to say he has an itch. Does itch start with I? Itch. Yes, it does. So he could watch a show about a dog who has an itch. Itch starts with I. Now, look at this insect. This is an insect that scrunches and gets longer as it's crawling along the tree branches. This insect has a special name. This insect is called an inchworm. Inchworm. Do you hear the sound in inchworm? Yes, inchworm. Inchworm would be a show that Icky would watch. And do you remember what that ice house, that snow house is called? You have to live somewhere cold where there's lots of snow. It's called an igloo. Say igloo. Igloo. Good. Does igloo start with I? Yes. So Icky could watch all of these shows because they start with the letter I. Look at the back of your strip. We're going to decide if some of these would start with an I for these shows. If you're going to outer space, do you hear an it sound in the word outer space, or rocket, or moon, or stars? No, that would not be a show that Icky would watch. You can take your crayon and you can put an X on that one. That is not going to be something that Icky would watch. Here is our friend Icky. He has come up with a way to make his own TV show, and he's called it The Icky Show. And Icky is the star of this show. Would Icky watch The Icky Show? Yeah, he would. Icky starts with I. Here's the letter I again. That would be something that he could click on with the TV. Now, here is a tower. It's kind of leaning. I've actually been to this tower. This is called the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and it actually is crooked. I believe there was an earthquake and it kind of shifted with some of the ground shaking. The tower is not what we're focusing on, though, in this picture. What we want to focus on is the country that this tower is in. This tower is in the country of Italy. It's on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. It's a very long plane trip over. Italy. Do you hear it in the word Italy? Yes, you do. Italy is a word that starts with I. So Icky would watch a show about Italy, and he could learn things about that Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now, here is something I have to explain to you too. Sometimes grown-ups at night will watch the news, and the news can sometimes be a little boring or a little sad, but sometimes there are stories that are very interesting. And Icky calls this program the Interesting News Show. Do you hear it in interesting news? Interesting. That means curious, or it means something you want to learn more about. Interesting. Yes, Icky would watch an interesting news show. Do you notice that we left this one here empty? Yeah, here's what I want you to do. You get to create your own picture in this square, something that starts with the letter I. Interesting. Inchworm, Italy, Icky, itch, insect. We're looking for you to draw something that starts with the letter I. I can't wait to see what you come up with for a new I word. Here's what you are going to do now. You have this strip cut all the way out. You have two strips now, 1 and 2. What I want to do is I want to show you how you are going to make your own TV show for this. You have to go back to the beginning of this. Remember how you cut a line here and a line here at the bottom? What you can do is you can thread those pictures through the TV screen to make your own TV program. And you can pretend you have a imaginary remote control. Some people call it a clicker, and you can click and you can change the channel and you can change the program to show what Icky's watching next on his TV. All right, you don't have to send me any pictures or upload anything today. This was strictly kind of a listening and exploration activity, and I hope you enjoyed learning about icky and things that start with I. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.